The Sims 4 Growing Together came out quite a while ago now, and I'm very late to this, but here is my Growing Together overview for build and buy mode, CAS, and gameplay overall. The Sims 4 Growing Together has a very varied build and buy catalogue, with some of the items seeming to be quite home-focused items, whereas the others are all very focused around the recreation centre that we got with this pack. And I very much prefer the more home-centered items. So, for instance, I really, really like this desk, whereas I really hate this desk. And you could use this one in a children's room or something, but it seems much more sterile and kind of something you'd see in a community lot, especially compared to this one, which is my preferred one. It reminds me a lot of the desk from Nifty Knitting, except not exclusive to knitting and just a kid's desk. Anyway, so I'm going to be going through the items that most stood out to me and saying what I thought about them. Some of what I thought was positive, some of it was negative, and let's just get into it. So to start with, these beds, I really, really liked them. They have some really nice swatches. I love how we got the bunk bed version as well. I really, really hate this chair and this whole series of chairs. Like, they're just the worst thing I've ever seen. I hate them so much. It's not even funny. I don't like them. I'm never going to use them. I think they are so ugly. That one's okay. The other three, that one, and that one, are the most disgusting things I've seen in my entire life, and I hate them with all my heart. I thought it was quite a weird decision to bring back rocking chairs from Nifty Knitting and put them into this pack, because that was kind of one of the main features of Nifty Knitting other than the knitting, and it was quite a big pack, so overall I don't really mind, but it's a bit weird that they decided to do this. I've seen a lot of people say that they think the changing tables should have come with the base game, but that's not the part of this pack that I wish would have come in the base game the most. Personally, I don't really care that much about the changing tables. I think they're fairly useless, like nothing really happens. I don't think people with base game are really missing out on that much, but there are other features in this pack which I think should have come in the base game, and I'm a little disappointed you have to pay for. I'm really, really glad we got these bookshelves, because I think they're going to be really useful for public libraries, because you can just put them everywhere, and I love these little shapes. They're so cute. They'll be great for children's libraries. I'm also really happy we got these two matching bookcases that have slightly different clutter on them, and you can have two next to each other without it looking really weird. All these lights are really cool. I especially like this one and this one. We've been needing this piano since 2014, because all we have right now are like 3 massive giant pianos and then 1 keyboard. But now we finally have just a plain upright piano that isn't electric, and so it won't get zapped if something rains if it's outside, and it's amazing. I'm so happy. I'm so glad we finally got bikes for children, because it was a bit weird that children couldn't ride bikes. That's all I really have to say about it. I'm just glad we have it now. These plants are all so cute. I really like this one because it's kind of like a fairy house. It's got a cute little mushroom there. And this group of plants, I wish they came separately, but I don't really mind too much. It's just a bit weird they're all tied together when they look like they'd be better as separate plants. These keepsake boxes are really useful. Something you need to know about them, however, is that you can't put in photos that your sim has taken. Otherwise, the photo will just be a black box and you'll lose just the memory that you had. So don't put photos in the keepsake box until they fix that. We also have all these splash pad activity things. Basically, your sims can go have fun in a water park, and it's really cool. I love this whale. It's adorable. And possibly one of my favourite items from this pack is the treehouse. You can build it, you can decorate it, you can add on little things. It's amazing. I really like the build mode for this pack. I like this tile especially. The swatches are really nice. And I like the matching floor tile as well. The windows here, especially these more traditional ones, are really nice. I really like that stained glass and how it matches with all the others. These doors are amazing. That archway I will use so much. I quite like the modern windows as well, but they kind of remind me of the ones we got with University and Eco Lifestyle and all that, so I probably won't use those as much. In conclusion, I really, really like the build and buy stuff from Growing Together. I'm not so big of a fan of all the items that were made for the recreation center. So those chairs and that desk I didn't really like. But apart from that, I'm really, really pleased with the build and buy mode in this pack. And I love the plants, I love the treehouse, I love the bikes. All of that is amazing. So if we go into CAS, we do actually have quite a lot here. I also really like some of the swatches on this top. I really like the ombre. I think it's really cool. This top is also really cool. I think it looks quite a lot like some of the stuff we got in high school years. We also got quite a lot of new bottoms, which is really nice. Sadly, we do not have any new shoes with Growing Together. And for accessories, we do have some leggings. It's a shame we didn't really get any other accessories though. So under full body, we have this lovely dress. I think it has some really nice swatches. And then there's also this dress. I don't like this one as much. I really love this. I love the cardigan. It's so cute. Yeah, I'm going to use this a lot. It's really nice. We've also got this, which I don't really see myself using because we do have a lot of stuff like that already in the game. We have this dress and I don't really think I'll use it that much. I think it's more of like a nighty type thing. I don't really see myself using it. This dress, on the other hand, is really nice. It has some amazing swatches, loads of different patterns. Again, with this dress, I love it. It's super cute. We then have another dress, and I don't really have much to say about it. I like some of the patterns. Now, we do have quite a lot of new hairs. We have these two, which are basically the same. It's just that is different, so they will just be different colours depending on which hair colour you choose, which I'm not the biggest fan of because I just wish we could choose them separately, but sadly we can't. Then we have this hair, which, yeah, I like it quite a lot. I feel like it has a lot of uses. It's quite simple, so I'll probably use that a lot. I also really like this hair. It's a bit tall for like the screen when you're zoomed in though, so I feel like they should do something about how the screen looks when you're zoomed in so you can actually see it. This hair is really cute as well. Then we have these two kind of shorter hairs, and one of them's dyed, so they'll change colour with the actual hair colour as well, so that's nice to think about. And then we have this one with the little bun at the top. I think that's quite cute. There are also two new hats that came with this pack. So we have this one, it's really cute, got a lot of different patterns. This one, which I don't really care about, we've got a lot of stuff like that. From like Strangerville and that sort of thing. So I'm not the biggest fan of it. So then under accessories, we have these really cute earrings. They have some really nice swatches. I think I'm going to use these a lot. We do also have some new skin details that come with the pack. And personally, I think it's a bit of a shame that you have to pay for these freckles and like the birthmarks because it's just, I don't know, I don't think you should have to pay for that. It's a bit silly. Now, if we look under the masculine framed section, you can see we've got quite a lot of other stuff, which I'm very happy about because usually we do not get anything really new for masculine Sims. They just get the feminine Sim stuff slightly reworked and maybe one extra top. But this is very different. You have a lot of new stuff, which is really cute. I love this cardigan. I really like cardigans. They're adorable. I'm a bit tired of the hoodies. We have a lot of hoodies for masculine Sims. It's just, I feel like we should move on from that. Then if we look at bottoms, we do have a lot of the same stuff that feminine Sims have, but I don't think they had these shorts. And we do also have one hair that's specifically tagged as masculine, which is this one. I quite like it. Sadly, there are no new traits or aspirations for adult Sims in this pack. Now, if we look at children, we do actually have a whole new section for aspirations. So that's 4 new aspirations, which I'm so grateful for because in just one pack, they've doubled the amount of aspirations that we've had. And I'm so grateful because these 4 aspirations get so boring after you've done them like twice. So I'm really glad we've got 4 new ones to try out. So under tops, we have quite a few. So this is just the kind of child version of that crop top we had for adults. This one, which is really cute. It's got loads of different designs on it and I love it. This top as well, it's got the lions on it. I think, yeah, it also has other patterns and then just plain versions. Now, if we look at full body stuff, we have this really cute dress with the strawberries on it. And then there's some plain versions. I really like it. Also some with the owls, which I didn't know we had yet. And these dungarees, which again, really cute. I really like the texture on the denim part. I think that's really impressive. Under accessories, we do have this really cute bracelet. And if we go closer to it, you can see it's a handmade bracelet that's got all the beads on it. And the beads do actually change design depending on just like what swatch you use. So you can see it's different. For bottoms, we do have 5 new ones for feminine Sims. And they are really cute, very similar to what we had for adults, but I really like these shorts. I feel like we don't really have anything like that for child Sims, so I'll probably use this quite a lot. Now, under hairs, we do have 3 new ones. I wish we got some of the longer ones in here, but, you know, I think this one's very cute for child Sims. You also have 2 new necklaces, so this longer one and this shorter one. They both look kind of handmade and I don't know, I love them. I love this little ice cream there. And now we do also have the same skin details that we got for adult Sims, just for children. Sorry, that one's base game. We have a few birthmarks. Then for toddlers, we have really, really cute outfits. So I love this one. It's just, oh, I really, really like this pack for all the children and the toddler outfits. It's just so adorable. And for bottoms, we have 3 new bottoms. These are really, really adorable as well. I think these are kind of pajamas, but you can also wear them just like around daily because, I don't know, they're just, yeah, they're nice. And I think they look quite comfortable for a toddler to be running around in. We do actually have new shoes for toddlers in this pack. They're just trainers, so I think they're quite nice. Not much to say about them. We do, however, have some really, really cute socks, which I would like to speak about, because they are actually so cute. They have all these little animal swatches, like these pig ones. Oh, they're really cute. And these bears. I am a big fan. And then we also have these really, really adorable glasses. I'm in love with them. They are so cute. I love the flowers. And again, skin details, we have the same freckles and birthmarks. And now if we look at the feminine toddlers, we do have some really, really cute outfits. So I really like this one. And then I love these dungarees. I love how the sleeves are. They are just, I don't know, we don't really have anything like that. I'd love to see a version for adult Sims because it's just so elegant and pretty. I really like it. Finally, onto the start of the show, the infants. They are so adorable. And they do come with base game. Like, you don't have to pay for the pack to have them. They have 6 new traits, all with base game again. But the pack does add a lot of stuff for the infants, and I think they're really cute. I love their like design. And when I was playing, I spent a lot of time with an infant, and when they aged up to toddlers, the toddlers just seemed so big in comparison. I just really wasn't expecting it because I just always remembered toddlers being so small, but I guess the infants make them look quite big. For growing together, you do not get any tops for infants or bottoms because all the items they add are under full body. And they have quite a lot, which would explain it. They're all really cute. They have like this duck onesie, all of these like sleeping outfits. They're really adorable. And then there's like this really, really cute little suit. And like dungarees and stuff. They're actually adorable. And yeah, I love this little panda onesie. It's so cute. And you've got all these other swatches. Under hairs, you do get 4 new hairs and they're all really cute. So you get this one, this one, this one, and this one. I really like how short they all are because infants don't really have that much hair considering they're like, I don't know, a couple months old. You do get this really, really cute little hat. I love how it sits because in the game, you don't really get very many hats that sit naturally. So all the ones from Seasons, they sit really weirdly on the Sim's head. But I think this one is good. So that was Cass. And now I'm going to have a look at just the rest of the gameplay and have just a play around and see what I can find. And show you basically the world and all that. Just looking at the world, there are 12 lots, and personally, I wish we got a few more, because in past packs, so the one that always gets brought up is Windenburg, because Windenburg has the most lots. I'm not too sure. I'll put up on the screen how many it has, because I don't want to count right now, but it has the most. It's quite a lot. I wouldn't expect this from every pack, but it's a little bit disappointing just to get 12 lots in every single world, especially in the base game. We got more than that per world. I think we got about 15. I would prefer something like that. And obviously, it's an improvement from, say, Forgotten Hollow with 5 lots, and Glimmerbrook, which also only had 5. And I'm grateful that we now have 12, and it's quite consistent with each world. So the more recent packs like Henford on Bagley, we got about 12 in this one as well. I just wish we could get something more like Windenburg again, because there are so many spaces on this map where they could have squeezed in more lots. And I get it's more about like, obviously it's not that simple, but the world just seems empty because this city area is so empty of lots, but there's a load of fake buildings here. Like they could have made them apartments or something, and I think that would have been really interesting to bring them back again because we've only had them in 2 packs so far, City Living and Eco Lifestyle. So why couldn't they have brought them back here? And we could have had these be lots, maybe even more apartments. Could have had these be lots, these be lots. There are so many different places. And we could have had water lots like in Sulani. It would have been really cool. So I just wish they added more. Visually, the world is really beautiful, but then they always are in The Sims 4, and I just wish there were more places where we could actually have Sims live, because just zooming out, there are so many different houses here, but only about 2 of them are actually playable. But there are just so many here, so it just seems like such a waste. I really liked that in one of the neighborhoods, we have these splash pad areas just everywhere. I think that's really fun because we didn't really have anything like this earlier. And I just like having things about the world that aren't tied to a lot. So it just makes the world feel more open. But then again, still in this neighborhood, there are so many shells of houses, and it just seems so annoying that we have barely any actual lots in this world when there's so much space for them. Like all of this space could have been apartments, lots. I wouldn't mind if at least a few of them were actual lots. Like there can be some shells, but it's just annoying that there aren't even that many lots in this world and there are hundreds of shells. What I did think was really cool is that your Sims can actually swim in this water. So that's a bonus. Like the splash pads, it does make the world feel more open. So yeah, there's like a little beach area here and your Sims can go swimming in this lake. I thought that was really nice. I do also like that they added the recreation center because I feel like we do have a lot of community lots that all have very different purposes, and I think it's a bit overcrowded and it's difficult to fit them all into your world. But I think the recreation center has a lot of different purposes. So it can be a gym, it can be a library, it can be like just a kids hangout place. So it could be like a replacement for those 3 things. And you can just have one lot dedicated to all those activities and not have to clutter up your worlds. Something I really loved about this pack and this world is that we get this movie theatre, the cinema, and that's really, really nice. That is exactly what I like with this, and I wish some of the other shells were like the movie theatre and you could actually interact with them and have it be a rabbit hole, and I think I would have preferred that over just the empty shells. Like either make them an actual lot or a rabbit hole, like a restaurant that you can't actually go into, because then it doesn't take away from dine out, but you can still have the idea of a restaurant. Or like a cafe. Like I would have loved it if this was a restaurant and you could click on it and your Sims could just go inside and disappear for a few hours and come back happy and with better relationship with each other. And maybe it went wrong and they have a sad moodler. I just feel like they've come so close to the idea with this pack, with the movie theatre, and with everything in Tartosa from the wedding pack. They just came so close to the idea of having all these shells as well as actual lots, but they just miss it every single time because they include a few and then just ditch it and then have the rest of the shells be useless and just for decoration. They could have also made it so that you can click on one of these boats and travel, like they did in the Cats and Dogs pack. From my time spent playing with the pack, I noticed like quite a lot of bugs, especially with the sleepover, because whenever I would try to complete one of the tasks, I would finish it. So say if it was tell stories on a sleeping bag, I would do that and it just wouldn't tick off and it wouldn't even go up by 1 because you needed to do 2 and it just, nothing happened. So I had to tick it off myself using UI cheats. I really like this pack. It's a bit of a shame about the bugs with the sleepover though, because I was really looking forward to trying that out, but it just didn't work at all for me. I love the treehouse. It's amazing. Although Sims do like to sleep up there a lot. I had 2 Sims end up coming over to my Sims house as a stayover. One of them was Kyle, and the other one was that old lady. I don't know where she lives. Where is she? That lady. She came to my house apparently because I had an infant and to like help me out. She was quite useful. So she did a lot of the work with the infant for me. That was really nice. Stayover guests are very useful for helping out with the infants. But I'm pretty sure she just slept in the treehouse the whole time, which was a bit weird. But you know, like, I guess it counts as a bed for the game. There was a weird glitch with the treehouse when I had Kyle come over because he left one of those power sip bottle things that he keeps drinking on the treehouse, and then it spoiled. And every time my sim tried to clean it up, it didn't work, and it just stayed up there forever. I couldn't get this power sip thing off, and I was really annoyed. They have this new feature, which is confidence, and it's kind of similar to the character values because it's separate from a skill, and you just get it up by doing certain actions and how your Sim's parents like talk to them and stuff. So my child Sim had high confidence. I don't really know what I did to get high confidence, especially because she had this sentiment for her mum that she was being ignored and that her other siblings were treated better by her mum than her. So I don't know how she has a high confidence after that. It was really hectic playing with a child, a toddler, and an infant, but I managed to do it. It was just quite busy, and I had a lot of help from Kyle and Eleanor, that's the old lady's name. I didn't leave the lot once because I was too busy, and my sim didn't have a job, so like I just had a load of money anyway. So that would probably make it a lot more difficult if I had to worry about getting money. So bear that in mind. Infants are not easy. You have to dedicate every second of every day to teaching them how to lift their head up, and even then they can't do anything. So it is quite difficult, but I'm really glad that we now have a challenge in that because, I don't know, I feel like toddlers were very hard, but we all kind of learned ways to cheat the system and not really do what the game wanted us to do with them, you know, like with high chairs. I'm so glad they fixed everything with high chairs. I used it a lot and it worked perfectly. It was amazing. I was really happy with that. Those are my thoughts on the gameplay for Growing Together, and I really like it as a pack. I would recommend it if you are interested in family gameplay. If you do not care about family Sims or anything like that, if you're more of an occult player or you just don't like your Sims having families, do not get this pack unless you really, really love the build, buy stuff, the cast stuff, because you won't get anything out of the gameplay unless you play with families. For me, this is a great pack because I'll just use it whenever I play with families, which is all the time. So that is my thoughts. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, that would be amazing if you could like the video, leave a comment, share it with a friend, maybe even subscribe. And thank you for watching. Goodbye.